A $600 full suspension bike and a $14,000 race machine both roll down the same trail. So where does your money actually go? We're counting down 10 mountain bikes, 5 budget contenders against 5 ultra-premium dream builds to find exactly where diminishing returns kicks in. The price gap is staggering, and some of these results will surprise you. Starting at number 10 with a bike that went viral for all the right reasons. In the 10th place, the Polygon Siskiu T8 sets the tone for value-driven performance. This aluminum full suspension trail bike grabbed worldwide attention after a viral Leo Gang World Cup podium run racked up over 3 million views, cementing its reputation as a budget hero. With a price tag around $2,200, the Siskiu T8 features a 4-pivot progressive linkage that delivers a surprisingly confident ride, especially for riders moving up from hardtails. The frame's Teague welded construction tips the scales at 13.5 pounds, a trade-off that adds a bit of weight but brings real durability. On the trail, the suspension kinematics give up about 7% more pedal bob compared to high-end Switch Infinity systems, but the gap narrows quickly once the terrain turns rough. For riders seeking near-race capability without the premium price, the Siskiu T8 proves that smart engineering and clever design can deliver most of the ride experience for a fraction of the cost. Number 9. The Yeti SB140 lunch ride stands as a turning point where engineering ambition and brand prestige begin to drive mountain bike prices into 5 digits. At its core is the Switch Infinity translating pivot system, a patented mechanism that moves the rear axle along a linear rail, reducing pedal-induced suspension movement by 12% compared to standard VPP designs. This technology emerged from a 3-year development saga marked by internal patent disputes and a 2020 redesign to sidestep a looming legal challenge. The result is a frame that climbs 3% faster in lab tests, with a ride quality that feels taut and efficient under power. Yet, for most riders, the real-world performance gains are modest. What you are truly paying for is the assurance of cutting-edge research and development, a 2-year frame warranty, and the status that comes with the Yeti badge. With an MSRP hovering around $9,000, the SB140 signals where the law of diminishing returns begins to take hold: incremental gains, maximum cachet, and a price tag that reflects both innovation and identity. Number 8. Marin's San Quentin 2 brings hardtail simplicity to the heart of the modern trail scene. Priced around $1,300, this dealer-sold machine is all about getting rowdy on jumps and flow trails without the complexity of rear suspension. The gusseted 6061 aluminum frame adds extra strength where it matters, while the geometry is tuned for park laps and technical features. Riders benefit from Marin's established dealer network, which means in-person fitting and a 2-year warranty with a typical 7-day turnaround, quicker than many direct-to-consumer brands can offer. For those who want a low-maintenance, jump-ready platform and value the speed of local service, the San Quentin 2 stands out as the right tool for the job, even if it trades away some all-terrain versatility. Number 7. The Moots Womble stands as a testament to hand-built artistry in a world of mass-produced machines. Crafted in steamboat springs, each titanium frame undergoes a painstaking 75-hour build, with every tube TIG welded in a temperature-controlled chamber and then stress-relieved at 600 degrees Celsius. This process isn't just for show. The result is a frame that shrugs off fatigue past 50,000 kilometers, offering a ride feel prized for its smoothness and subtle compliance. At around $5,200 for the frame alone, the Womble is less about chasing race day seconds and more about owning a bike that could outlast its rider. For those who value permanence and the tactile satisfaction of true craftsmanship, Moots delivers a boutique experience that sets it apart from the high-volume market, even if the price keeps it firmly in specialist territory. Number 6. The Grand Canyon 8 flips the script on mountain bike pricing by going direct to consumer and skipping the dealer markup. Riders save about 12% off what a similar shop-sold bike would cost, with a manufacturer's suggested retail price near $1,300. The 6069 aluminum frame weighs just 12.8 pounds. Paired with a Shimano XT12 speed drivetrain, it delivers a 5% faster climb time than comparable dealer bikes, real gains that show up on every ascent. The bike ships partially assembled, so buyers need to factor in either home setup or a service appointment. That has nudged local shop service demand up by 12% in some regions. Warranty coverage is shorter than most premium brands, and first-time buyers should be prepared for a bit of assembly hassle. But the value equation here is hard to ignore. Measurable performance, lower price, and a clear disruption to the old retail model. Number 5, the specialized S-Works Epic 8 stands at the cutting edge of mountain bike technology, where the price tag leaps to nearly $14,000 and every feature pushes the envelope. The Epic 8's flight attendant active suspension system reads the terrain and rider input in real time, automatically adjusting preload for maximum efficiency and grip. Paired with a wireless SRAM XX AXS 12-speed drivetrain, shifting is near instant, with a documented failure rate of just 0.2% even under Olympic-level race conditions. Independent weigh-ins confirm a total weight of 22 pounds, and Specialized backs the electronic system with a 10-year battery warranty. On the trail, this translates to 4% faster climbing time for elite riders, but for most, the gains are measured in seconds rather than minutes. The Epic 8 represents the highest tier of automation and integration, but also marks the point where spending more delivers only marginal improvements, unless you are chasing podiums at the very top of the sport. Number 4, the YT Capra Core 2 delivers big mountain thrills without the sticker shock of boutique enduro machines. Priced around $2,800, this Berlin-built, direct-to-consumer bike packs a 60-69 aluminum frame and a full 160 millimeters of rear travel, making it a favorite for riders who crave park laps and rowdy descents. The Fox Float DPS rear shock and Fox 34 fork handle rough terrain with confidence, while the global shipping model puts high-spec performance within reach for a much wider audience. On the trail, the Capra Core 2 feels every bit as capable as bikes twice its price, though it does weigh about 2 pounds more than the Carbon Elite tier, and it rides with a slightly less refined kinematic curve. One caveat, some riders report a higher than average rate of rear shock seal leaks, which means regular maintenance is a smart investment for heavy users. For those who want maximum fun per dollar and are willing to keep up with shock service, the Capra Core 2 stands out as a park-ready value that brings enduro riding to the masses. Coming to the top 3, the Pivot Firebird Team SAGS Access stands as a masterclass in engineering ambition. At over $11,500, this bike is the result of a $5 million research and development push, anchored by US patent 10,938,245. The DW Link suspension system is the centerpiece, isolating braking forces from pedaling input, a design that separates force paths for maximum efficiency on technical descents. The hollow core carbon frame, weighing in at just about 9 pounds, sets a new bar for stiffness-to-weight ratio, allowing elite racers to push harder with less flex under load. Pivot's warranty covers the frame for 2 years, and structural claim rates are impressively low, under 0.5%. For most riders, these gains are marginal, noticeable only at the highest levels of competition. Yet, for those chasing every possible advantage, the Firebird delivers a tangible edge that is born of relentless testing, finite element modeling, and a willingness to spend big for small, measurable improvements. This is the pinnacle of big-budget mountain bike design, just before the countdown plunges into the most cost-effective territory. Number 2, the Ozark Trail FS.3 FastFlow sets the absolute floor for full suspension pricing in the mass market. With a manufacturer's suggested retail price under $650, this Walmart exclusive delivers rear travel and a MIG-welded Siskiu 61 aluminum frame at a price point that seems almost impossible. But the bargain comes with hard limits. The frame geometry is locked, and the thin-walled tubing meets only the minimum safety standards, with no advanced hydroforming or fatigue testing beyond basic Consumer Product Safety Commission certification. Riders logging more than 1,500 kilometers have reported rear triangle fatigue, especially at the swing arm welds, and a 90-day parts-only warranty offers little comfort if something goes wrong. Forums consistently flag the rear shock seal as a weak point, with premature leaks showing up well before the first year of ownership. For those determined to upgrade, the smartest moves are swapping in stronger tires and hydraulic disc brakes. These changes boost safety and stopping power without pushing the frame past its limits. But beyond that, the upgrade path hits a wall. The geometry and core structure cannot be altered, and attempts to retrofit longer travel shocks risk catastrophic failure. The FS.3 FastFlow is the cheapest ticket to full suspension riding, but it demands caution, a budget entry with built-in boundaries that buyers need to respect. And finally, in first place, the Santa Cruz Hightower CC-X0 AXS sets the standard for what a premium mountain bike can deliver in both performance and peace of mind. At its core lies the Carbon CC Layup, a frame that weighs just 10.2 pounds, yet manages to offer remarkable stiffness and durability. The real headline, though, is the lifetime frame warranty, an industry rarity that covers structural failures for as long as you own the bike. Santa Cruz's virtual pivot point suspension has been refined over 2 decades, producing a rear-wheel path that balances climbing efficiency with plush descending, all while keeping pedal-induced movement to a minimum. Warranty data tells a compelling story. Only 0.4% of Hightower CC frames have required replacement in the past 5 years, far below the typical carbon failure rate. With an MSRP around $9,000 and a 2-year component warranty, the Hightower CC X0 AXS commands a high price, but it also retains about 85% of its value after 3 years, a level of resale stability unmatched in the segment. For riders who want the assurance of lifetime support, a proven suspension pedigree, and the cachet of one of mountain biking's most respected brands, the Hightower CC X0 AXS represents the ultimate blend of performance and long-term security. It is the benchmark where high cost is justified not just by advanced engineering, but by the promise that your investment is protected for life. Across all 10 bikes, one truth stands out. Today's budget mountain bikes deliver around 85% of the ride for a fraction of the price, while premium models trade value for status, technology, and craftsmanship. So, which would you choose? One dream bike or 4 serious contenders? Let us know below.